guy this man said, what's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex I went in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Houston Texans.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First down, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. They may have thrown the interception. Obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
For the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. And the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally, you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Even 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mixon with a first down carry. Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Flush to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screenplay.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
There's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Texans nothing.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now Joe Mixon. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson off play action. Open man, the tight end fails. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks, and it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
Brings up second and 4.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the red zone now, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up second and 4.
To throw is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football. Full half to be played. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open. Complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mixon on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Texans first down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Second and 10.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Now here's Mahomes. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now, these two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City. Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and a Super Bowl ring, so he kind of has the leg up to this point.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelsey had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 22. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson, 78 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
On the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the toss, Mixon. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know Protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the net.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They go to Johnson again, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Show it up. Shift. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle. But back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited.